Welcome to A Conversation with Tobias by Lenox and Parker. Hope you enjoyed this episode. As a culture and music connoisseur, and also management and friend to nominated Grammy Song of the Year, Theron.
Songwriter of the Year, yes sir.
Who is Ray Daniels?
One lucky MF. You like, I look at where I'm at right now in my life, and I'm like, I can't believe that this is who my life is, because the trajectory I was on, this wasn't my life. Like, it was literally like, that's why I'm so positive. That's why I'm so like encouraging, because it's literally like 1 second.
Right.
Well, like my guy right here was with me, like Jack, we knew each other, but I just so happened to be in the mall one day shopping at Christmas, and he was there, and then he came to the studio that night, and he's the executive producer of my show.
Nice.
That doesn't happen that moment doesn't happen.
Right.
So
right.
A lot of us don't realize that we're just waiting for that moment, but you gotta be ready for it. A lot of us are complaining that it's not there.
Yeah.
But you gotta be ready for it. So I always tell people to get ready. So yeah.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah. I mean, opportunity is always something you gotta prepare for, and when it comes, you gotta take advantage of that opportunity. You can't miss out on nothing like that. So
I always tell people, always get mad. I always tell people, I'm like, opportunity is gonna come. I don't care who you are. Like, everybody has an opportunity once in a lifetime, or once a year, or whatever it is. It's gonna come. Most of us, the problem is that we're not ready for it.
Right. So
it comes, we jump at it, then we fumble it. And it's like, damn, I wish I could do it again. Bro, you should have been getting ready instead of waiting for it to come. So,
yeah. If you create and keep building your lane, keep doing what you're doing, when it does show up, you'll be prepared for it. A lot of times people don't want to do that. They want to just get to the money, get to the
side.
Yeah.
You're not prepared for it, so it's not going to happen the way you think it should.
What is your biggest pet peeve right now in Black community as far as content creators go and music go?
Man, that's a great question. My biggest problem, I think, is that our state is always of an emotional one.
Okay.
We're always emotional, and I don't mean like I'm emotional. Obviously, I'm not saying don't be emotional at all, but the way we make decisions and the way we see the world is from a very emotional standpoint, which makes it, kind of difficult to get someone to the other side. I was just with one of my people today, and something happened, and I was like, mind you, it's a grown man. I was like, yo, would you like some advice on how to move, or you want to just move how you want to move, just regardless of what? Right. Give me some advice. Right. And to me, that was the right mentality to have. He could have easily been like, who are you to tell me I'm not moving right? How the hell you don't know? And I'm like, okay, my bad. You know what I mean? Like, I used to be a certain type of person until one day I ran into a guy and he just started picking me apart. And I just became better. And it was like, I didn't know I was wrong. I didn't know that was wrong. I was raised in a house where this is what you did.
Right.
And I got with somebody else that said, that's wrong. And showed me why. And I never did those things. It just changed the trajectory of my life, bro.
Wow. So that person's good? They took the advice?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, but it's not even that. It's just, I'm constantly going to give you advice. I'm constantly going to give you game. I'm constantly going to help. The problem a lot of the times is that, especially when you're talking to a man. Right. I want to give you advice on something. You're a grown man. I can see that. So I'll ask you, do you want something? And if you do, I'll give it to you. But I'm not just walking around here refereeing everyone's life. Like, do that, don't do that. So it was good. It was a great conversation. But what I mean is that, imagine if he was in an emotional state and he went like, who you think you are? Who you gonna tell me? You? Okay, no problem, my bad. You know what I mean? So for me, I just think Black people just gotta stop being so emotional, man. Like, I don't think no one makes great decisions full of emotion. I don't think murders happen when people are emotional. Like, cheatings happen. Like, so it's like sometimes we just gotta just chill and just talk. And I think that'd be my only answer. That's a good question.
Appreciate it.
Man.
You have any daily struggles you deal with? Like daily struggles, yeah.
Oh, man, yes, a lot of daily struggles. Yeah. I deal with balancing of time. Right. And it's mainly the big one. And where do you want to invest your time? Right. It's like we all get the same 24 hours. So my struggle is always just kind of like the balancing of like being normal, but then also do superhero work. Right. So like balancing the Clark Kent Superman act. You know what I mean? And then I'm a father. You know what I mean? And then I'm a family man.
That's a challenge.
You know, it's like making sure that they understand that I am doing these things, but it's for the greatness of us. So I think my struggles is like, just an ambitious person who also wants to be a good person. I think that's the struggle.
Do you, I mean, I'm sure you enjoy fatherhood, right? So when you spend time with your kids, you try to make the most of it, with your mom and your family.
I literally, as I'm talking to my 6-year-old daughter's texting us right now. I love it, bro. I live with family.
That's awesome.
I know I'm successful.
Family is everything. If you build the right business around your family, I think it's successful. Especially with your children and your wife and family in. Yeah. It's important. I mean, even the team. I look at like Theron, for instance. He's always with family all the time, and that's a good thing. I mean, of course, there's times where you got to work, but then when you include the family in your businesses, I think you have a better, well-rounded.
Yeah, it's just Theron is dedicated to the job.
Yeah.
And I'm dedicated to the job, but I'm dedicated to every title. I don't take the title on if I'm not going to be dedicated.
Right.
So I wear a lot of different hats, but I take all the titles.
So tell me about the God Show. A little bit about that.
Tell me what knows. So
I see the clips on social media. I'm like, this guy's killing it. Yeah. What made you start that?
Okay, it's two reasons.
Right.
But the first reason is I will be sitting in a room with artists, like I'm talking to you, and I'm like, bro, it's so easy. Like the music is easy because the artists think, I'm getting emotional right now. So
right.
I'm an excited person, but I'm like, music is easy. The problem is that you have no connectivity to it.
Right.
It's like, why am I listening to your music? So I'm like, sometimes just tell a story. Like every opportunity is opportunity to bring the world closer to you. Right. And I was sitting with artists, and they'll say to me like, somebody put a camera on me, and I'll tell somebody, I'm like, it's easy as this. Ask me a question. Somebody ask me a question. I answer it, and I will upload that to the internet, and then it will go crazy. And I'm like, bro, like they're talking back to me. So that was the first reason. The first reason was because I got tired of artists giving me excuses that it's hard.
Right.
I'm like, I'm gonna start a podcast, and I'm still independent. I am with no company, and I'm like top 50 in the world. Right. It's like, how did I do that? I stayed consistent.
Stay true.
So that was the first reason, and the second reason was because I wanted to. When I left Warner, I figured, how can I get another job opportunity? And I live in Atlanta, so I'm like, you know what? Everybody's on their phone all day. Right. Let me just show people what I know, because sometimes if they don't work with you, they don't know what you know. Right. So that was my way of kind of like, that was almost like me putting my resume out there, like what I can do. And then I didn't expect the podcast to blow up. I can't even now, like, it was weird. Honestly, bro, I'm gonna be honest. It was weird because people who were in the music business were encouraging me to stay in media. And I couldn't receive that. It was almost like I thought they were playing me. Right. Like, Ray, you're killing it. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm killing it so good. Why y'all not messing with me? Right. And I'm like, and then it had to hit me because I'm doing something that they can't do. And once I embraced that, it was like, God, every door.
Sound like me.
Once you start realizing there's some power, you tap into it.
Yeah. So is there like a void you think in black music right now where it needs to be cleaned up or fixed?
Absolutely. The void of black music is black leadership. Like, the problem is, it's weird because all these labels now, they don't want to invest in rap.
Right. True.
Right? They only want to invest in Afro beats and R&B. Yeah. Right. But rap could have been right if you had people leadership in the room, but it was just these capitalists who just cared about squeezing every drop out of the people. Even if you die, even if you go back, I don't care. I just need to get my numbers. Right. And we see what happened. We got all these, it's like we're more and more lost in our world. That's why we're super big on black people have the control of our narrative. Yeah. We can't control our narrative. We're not in control of we're not directing the movie. Somebody's still telling us how to act, how to look, how to wear, how to talk, what works, and then they don't care about the penalty to the other side. Right. I'm a black man, and I'm on the internet talking. I feel like I got a lot of clout. I got a lot of prestige around me right now because of what I'm doing. But I'm not buying into the hype. I know exactly what I'm going to do. I know what I'm. It's like I understand my role in this. So as long as I understand my role, I don't lose. Even now, when I walk into these rooms, everybody's like, "Congrats on the podcast." I'm like, y'all do know I'm in LA because I'm at the only black person nominated for Songwriter of the Year,
which is weird. With all the people that create music, he's the only one. I'm like, that doesn't make no sense. But it is a reality we live in with Hollywood and music business.
So for me, it's funny when people try to push me like, "How's you doing over there?" I'm like, "How am I doing over there? I still make my money over here."
Yeah.
But it also tells you how much social media affects how we think.
Right.
Because people think that that's what I do all day. I film 1 day a week. And I have people on my team that send me the clips weekly, and I upload them, and they upload the show.
Right.
So I'm full-time music, and I'm talent in the media space.
Right.
It's the only way it can work because I have a company to run. I got people winning awards. I got people put records out. I work with Rock Nation. I just closed this deal with Jordan Peele, with his company that's going to be announced soon. Nice. My hands is loaded with music, but all people see is this media, which is funny to me because I'm like, but I receive it though, because I understand it. But it just shows you how we see the world. It's like I put up clips, and all of a sudden I'm looked at as a media guy. I didn't announce I was a media guy. I didn't say I'm in media.
You're a media guy.
That's what I'm saying, but I didn't announce it though. It was like I just put up clips. Now I'm a media guy. So it's like, damn, I'm a media guy now. Like, oh shit. So yeah.
Just the medium you pick.
Yes.
That's all it really is. This is awesome though. I Theron winning this was it Song of the Year? That's a big deal. Yes. You know what I'm saying? He's won a lot of other awards, but this is a big, especially for your brand too. Yeah. Working with him. How's that been? Over the years.
It's been dope because I took my hands off the handlebars.
Okay.
I wanted it so bad for so long
that
I would get frustrated when I didn't get it. Okay. And the minute that I said, I don't care about it no more. Let me just do my job the best I can do. And everything I wanted came my way.
Wow.
So to me, the lesson is just trust God. Sit back. Like I always tell people, like, when I started this podcast, I had one goal. Well, I mean, obviously, what I told you, but I told the team, you got to be able to do this consistently enough to let God into the room. Like I know that sounds crazy, but it's sometimes if you give yourself 3 months, God might come day 91. But you 3 months of burning out. I didn't do that. I was like I'm fully prepared and financially stable enough to do my podcast, and I don't need nobody's help.
Right.
And that's why it works. But imagine if I was paying for a team. I do pay people, but I pay people full time. But imagine if every time I shot, I needed to pay. So now I'm like, damn, I got to get my money back. So now I'm looking at it different.
Right.
I can do 10 shows a week. I can do one show. Everybody works me full time.
Right.
So yes, I think I'm embracing it. I love it, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is the happiest I've been because I also think that we're in a place where music is in trouble, but media is in trouble. And I feel like I sit at that little. This is music, this is media. I feel like I ride that little line right there perfectly because I'm on the phone with media guys, and they're like, "Man, it's over here, man. We're trying to figure out how new media. You're new media." I'm like, "I'm new media. I just did an interview. I just did an interview 2 days ago. The guy told me, was that yesterday, man? I did an interview yesterday at the hotel, and he said, "You're new media." I'm like, "I'm new media? I didn't even know that until yesterday." I didn't even look at it like that. I just looked at it like I'm doing something that I'm doing the work that I think needs to be done. Right. So that's the funny thing. That everybody's telling me I'm media now. I'm like, how?
It's good though. I mean, you pivot. It's called pivot. It's called pivoting, right?
Yes.
So so in Atlanta, that's right now. Music has been like for the last 20 years. Atlanta has been like the spot. Yep. Do you think it's like still the spot, or you think it's like
I think Atlanta,
drying up?
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm glad you asked that question, by the way. I'm gonna give you something that we don't think about it.
Okay.
The number one guy to do it in Hollywood is in Atlanta, also. Tyler Perry.
Okay.
Atlanta is a place where people that look like you and me can come build our empires without anyone blocking us, anyone that doesn't look like us trying to stop us.
Right.
Atlanta's the only place, and I tell people, this is the only place where you can go make $1 million. You don't have to run into anybody that's not black.
It's true.
See what I'm saying? So for me, it's not music is a byproduct of dope black people. But movies, fashion, everything, all of these things are byproducts of dope black people.
Right.
Atlanta is the place where black people can be the dopest. So it's like I don't think we ever worry about anything in Atlanta. It's obviously I think Black America is looking for their new I guess place in America. Because it's like, we've already we understand we're generational wealth. We know that I see that at the table. We have all these diversity offices, all these companies. So we're trying to find our space. And I think that Atlanta is just a hyper-focused version of it because that's what all of free to live. I don't know a free black person.
True.
You owned by somebody if you live out of town. Atlanta is
Free,
we own us, we do us. That's why I love it.
Yeah, love Atlanta too. I just moved out here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's see how long I understand why though.
I've moved. I lived in Atlanta for 11 years, and then I moved to Boston, and I moved here.
Oh, gotcha.
So I got out the cold and I moved here because I wanted something different. But Atlanta
is beautiful. Weather's beautiful.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But Atlanta is where the publication's based.
See, it's where we can be free.
Yeah. I think for the publications that I have, the Lenox and Parker, it's a Black focused community publication, highlighting Black excellence. I'm gonna mail you some of these when you get back. So check it out. Yeah, I think you'll like it.
I love highlighting artists.
Yeah.
We need more of that.
Oh, there's nothing else out there that I see right now. We have Essence, we have Jet, we have Ebony, but those are all like old and in the past. So this is a new.
We're in a new space of new media.
Yeah, that's what.
New music, new media, new everything. And to me, I feel like I didn't know that's what was happening. Just kind of fell into something. So that's really
Thanks for joining us today on A Conversation with Tobias by Lenox and Parker. See you next week.